Hi guys, my name is Nikki. I'm your host today, and we're making a box pleated skirt like this one I'm wearing today. So, what you're gonna need? You'll need some fabric. I chose some black cotton fabric. It's quite thick, this one. And don't forget to pre-wash it, pre-dry it, and pre-iron it. Okay? You'll also need thread, pins, or whatever this thing is called, tape measure, needles, and a sewing machine, shears, seam ripper because we do make mistakes, also because we want to make buttonholes. You're also gonna need elastic. Okay, so first of all, we're going to measure our fabric and cut it. So you're gonna need um, 3 times your waist measurement plus seam allowance. So my seam allowance is 1 inch because I don't know. So my whole fabric was 92 inches because my waist is around 28 inches, but we're making an elastic waistband, half elastic waistband. So I made it a little bigger. So I made 30 times 3, which is 90, plus seam allowance, 2 inches, one on each side. Now for the length of the skirt, I just measured an old skirt of mine and mimicked it. You can make whatever length you want. After cutting your fabric, don't forget to zigzag stitch every corner, every edge of your fabric. Don't forget to do that. Now for the pleats, you're gonna mark first your seam allowance. I'm gonna show you on paper because I think it's easier to see. So like seam allowance, make a mark on your seam allowance. Then to determine the width of your pleats, you're gonna divide your waist times 3. Your waist times 3, so in my case it was 90, divided by the number of pleats you want. So I went for 15 pleats because it was easy. um, so like 90 divided by 15 is 6. So divided by 3 now, 2. So you're gonna make marks like waist measurement times 3 divided by the number of pleats divided by 3. That's the space between the marks you're going to make on your fabric. Each pleat is going to take 4 marks, 3 spaces like of that measurement. To me, that measurement was 2 inches. So I'm going to show you on paper how we're going to do this. This is your seam allowance, so you just ignore this. So this mark and this mark, they're gonna touch here. And there's a fold that's going to be under your fabric. That's our first pleat. Half of our first pleat, sorry. Now, this mark and this mark are gonna touch. Another fold. And this is how you make a pleat. I make it on the top and the bottom of the fabric. Since this can be tricky, I filmed it from several angles, so maybe you can get it easier that way. So you just fold it like this until you reach the end of your fabric where the rest of your seam allowance will be, like the seam allowance of that edge. You do it on the top and on the bottom, the pleats, and then you iron them. So they are all very crisp. After you've pleated the whole fabric, it's all done. You only have the seam allowance in the end. Up and down, we're gonna iron it. So I take off my pins because they're made of plastic, but if yours are made of glass or metal, it's fine. So we iron it following the pleats. So it looks nice and crisp. And then I'm gonna sew vertically along the pleats to make it, I don't know, to make it clipped. I like them clipped. You clip them as long as you want. Just don't forget that you need space for your hips. So don't clip them too much. Now to install a zipper, you're gonna sew together uh, the ends of the skirt, like the seam allowances that you left open. You're gonna sew it together, press it open, and sew the zipper upside down. Like the part that opens is gonna be turned to the fabric. You're gonna sew it like this, and then you're gonna get a seam ripper and open it so the zipper is visible. Then we're going to start the waistband. I cut 8 inches for the elastic and 13 inches for the length of one piece of the elastic piece of the waistband. 13 13 by 4 inches. My elastic was 1 inch long, so you make it like twice your elastic plus your seam allowance. The other rectangle, you're gonna make the same length as the first one, but the rest of the width, you're gonna cut your waist measurement minus 13 inches. Okay, so we're gonna sew the elastic first. Uh, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold and press our fabric with the elastic inside, and then um, first we're gonna sew the elastic on each side of the fabric under the fold, like this. Now you're gonna stretch your elastic with the fabric so it's the same size, and you're gonna sew it as you stretch it. And then you are going to sandwich it between sandwich your elastic piece between the ends of your long piece and sew it together. And there you have it. It's your waistband. So now we have to sew the waistband into the skirt, and now I realize that it wouldn't open because the waistband was closed and I had a zipper. So I just made a buttonhole and sewed my waistband. As you can see, I put a button up on here so it closes. But yeah, I totally forgot. And this is how I made the skirt. It's really easy. Then you sew the waistband. I didn't record me sewing the button. I'll do it on the next video. But yeah, that's how you sew a box pleated skirt. Yay! That's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give it a like. Help me. Yay, thank you. Then we're gonna stretch the fabric and the elastic and sew it together on the top and the bottom with the with the with the elastic sandwiched inside of the fold. Don't forget before you do anything to zigzag stitch your edges.